Greetings to everyone out there and welcome back to Around the Clock. Alright everybody, although Nintendo hasn't officially come out and stated that they'll be releasing a brand new console in 2024 or in 2025, but there are tons of supposed rumors that suggest that this will be happening, and today we have to talk about the pricing of the games for the Switch 2, Switch Pro, or whatever they're going to call it, because apparently they're going to be expensive. Now, as reported by Zippo on their latest blog post, yes, Nintendo's next generation games are going to be $70, and they go on to say this: welcome back to Zipmas. This time, instead of a present, this time you're getting a lump of coal. Yes, the dreaded day is almost here. It's not something people want to hear, but it is happening. Yes, Nintendo's next generation games will be priced higher than the last gen by $10. There's going to be a lot of crying, bitching, screaming, and moaning about this, but did you actually legitimately think for 1 second that Nintendo wasn't going to do this? Come on now. Microsoft is doing it, Sony is doing it, Capcom is doing it, everyone is. This is just how it's going to be. This is the fun part where Americans now find out that people all around the world have been paying over $70 for Nintendo games for years now. I'm not happy about it, mind you, but I understand that budgets and production values for Nintendo games are about to massively, and I mean massively, increase. Something had to give, and I'm actually surprised that it took this long, honestly. This new system is going to be announced before too long here, but I would expect them to stay quiet about the pricing of games until the games are actually available for pre-order, as they did with Tears of the Kingdom. That was your sign right there. I'm not too bothered about it as long as Nintendo's games stay the same high quality as ever, which I have absolutely no doubt that they will. So there you all have it. Now, I want to make it very clear that this is just a supposed rumor at this point in time coming from Zippo, but honestly, what they're saying here is not far-fetched whatsoever. I mean, come on, look at The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. That game was $70 for a first-party Nintendo Switch game, and for me personally, that was well worth the $70. I spent months playing that game, and I enjoyed every second of it. So if Nintendo's first-party games for the Switch 2 console is going to be $70, I personally don't have a problem with it. I mean, I don't like it, just like Zippo said here again, but hey man, I have no problem as long as Nintendo keeps up their same quality of production in their games, in their first party games specifically. Hey, I have no problems whatsoever. Now, as far as third party games, that's where I have to draw the line here, because there's a $70 game on the Switch console that just came out a couple of months ago, which was Mortal Kombat 1, and that game sucks. Now, the gameplay is okay, but the graphics and the glitches that were presented in that game suck totally. So it all depends on what third-party game we're talking about here, because I think that brand new Monster Hunter game is going to come to the Switch 2 console, and that may be $70. I'm just saying. And that game looks massive, so it just may be worth the $70. Now, I did report earlier this year in February, and you can check in my archives for this video, that Metroid Prime 4 will be $70 coming to the Nintendo Switch console, and this was a listing I believe on Amazon. Now, I'm not too sure if that listing was true or not because it was taken down, but this was around the same time that Tears of the Kingdom was coming out with their pricing for $70 as well. So it's a big possibility that Metroid Prime 4 on the Switch console will be $70 as well, just like Tears of the Kingdom. And if it's coming to the Switch 2, then of course it's going to be $70. Now, Zippo says something here that I totally agree with, and that's the fact that a lot of Americans are going to be crying, bitching, and complaining that Nintendo will be pricing their first party games, at least for the Switch 2 console, at $70. And hey, we saw the same thing with Tears of the Kingdom. There are a lot of people on YouTube that were making videos crying and complaining about this, and they were so hypocritical, and I called this out at that point in time because a lot of these people have larger platforms than I do, and they get review copies of these games, so it's not like they're even paying for these games, but they were crying with all this fake outrage to create views out of these videos that Nintendo's going to charge $70 for Tears of the Kingdom, and that they're a greedy company. But lo and behold, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody please correct me if I'm wrong, Tears of the Kingdom happened to be the highest grossing Zelda game of all time. So I'm just saying, man, people say what they want to say on the internet, but then they do something else. It's just ridiculous. Now again, this is just a rumor at this point in time, but hey, I think it's safe to say that we should expect $70 for Nintendo's first party games on the next gen console. So expect $70 for a new Smash, Splatoon 4, possibly ARMS 2, the brand new 3D Mario game, and a brand new Mario Kart. And with that being said, guys, that's going to do it for this video. And what are your thoughts on everything discussed here? Please let me know down in the comment section. And please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, remember to keep it locked here at Around the Clock, where here we focus on Nintendo news content around the clock. I'll catch you guys in the next video.